julep, pop, 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 julep, pop, 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 julep, pop, 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 pop.
Man, this is a pretty good looking camera. Alright, let's see. Let's get on some YouTube. How to make a video about the Olympus. Oh, it's already there. Cool. Let's see. What's everybody been doing? Yeah. Oh, that one looks pretty good. Hmm. Mm. Yeah. Oh, I wonder what's outside right now. Yeah. Yep. Sun. Okay, let's look at the Olympus Pen F. I'm not gonna really go into like a lot of the facts about it, just because I'm pretty sure there's other videos that are out there that are a lot more detailed than mine. So I'm just, I'm just a dude that is addicted to cameras and other stuff. So this is the Olympus Pen F. I think this is a really good looking camera. It's very simple, very clean. It seems heavy duty. Like if you really needed to, you could hit somebody with this. And I mean, same could be said for a lot of the older cameras, right? But this one, just for its size, it's really small. It's actually a lot smaller than it might look. But the one thing is the lens does stick out quite a bit. So that was one thing that I was like, oh, cool, like maybe it'll fit in the bag and be a little bit more discreet. Maybe there's a pancake lens out there. I don't know. This one, it sticks out. Like you have to use a regular camera bag or have enough space for it. But overall, really cool looking camera. The top looks really clean too. Just super nice. Let me see if it'll fire off. Oh, no. All right, let's take a selfie. But yeah, that's just like, a quick, I don't know how detailed this is gonna look because it's a wide lens. So, let's take the little F off. Super cool cap. It just kind of slip fits on there. It doesn't like screw on or click on. It just slides. Anyway. Look at that. I don't know why this thing looks super cool. Let's see if we take another selfie. Ah, damn it. Cool. Okay, so I bought this camera strictly because of how it looks. I think it looks awesome. And that Gothic F, it was love at first sight. It was everything I've ever needed. I didn't even care if it worked or not. No, I did care. I stumbled upon this half frame shenanigans when I was on TikTok. I'm pretty sure it was TikTok. And somebody was like, oh, half frame, double your exposures, blah, 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 blah. This was like 2 months ago. And I was like, I didn't know that was a thing. It's like, how have I been into film for, I don't know, like since 2013? Very amateur-esque, I might add. I was like, but how did I not know that there was a half frame thing? Like, and it shoots in portrait mode. I was like, every frame you go try to buy is usually in portrait mode. So, like, why didn't I know? So, I don't think I saw this exact camera in that video or that TikTok, but I did some Googling and then I found this one and I was like, whoa, my eyes twitching. But I was like, that's a very cool camera. I was like, just the way it looks very sleek, very simple, very clean, and stylish. I feel like if you had that on your neck and you're walking around, people are like, oh man, that's premium. That's cool. And I feel premium when I use it. Now it's not premium is that when I received it, the mirror was locked up, and I had to Google and find out that that's like a very common thing with these Olympus cameras. So I had to take apart the bottom end, and I don't know if you've ever done that on some of these cameras, but it's like opening up a watch, like a mechanical watch. It's like gear, spring, gear, more gears. And I was like, oh no, like I messed this up bad. So I, as a typical mechanic guy, I just started poking around, and eventually I got it to work. That was after I had already gone through a half roll, and then I took that half roll out because I thought I was going to get ruined. So I have a half roll of Tri-X 400 just sitting there with like 24 shots in it. But the good news is I shot another roll, and those were some of the pictures in the beginning, which came out pretty good. I mean, for a full-on manual camera that has no light meter, nothing like that, and then someone that's very inexperienced as myself, having to use my phone with the light meter app, I think those pictures came out pretty good. I have zero complaints, other than they look a little bit like fuzzy, but it's a very old camera, and I'm not exactly looking for like super sharp stuff. I mean, it's kind of weird, right? Like when you're into film, like what is it that you want? Sometimes I want like really sharp, and then sometimes I want it to have that film look where it's like looks nostalgic, and you're just like, oh man, that looks like it was taken back in like 70s, 80s, 90s, you know. And then other times I take a picture and it's like really sharp, and the colors are nice, and the blacks are really black, and like everything's nice, and I'm just like, wow, like this camera that's so old, like my inside's just old, took this picture. It doesn't make sense. And then you get cameras like the Olympus Pen F, which take the pictures exactly the way you think they're gonna take them. Old and like kind of fuzzy and not the best, but it has that look that I feel like most people would want. And I have since then shot a roll of color, which is the Phoenix 2 or something like that. I don't really know. It's got it's a blue little container. And I'm gonna get that developed and see how those look, because I think usually color film doesn't look as sharp and like clean, no matter which one you try. I'm probably wrong because I haven't tried some of the really good ones, but I'm gonna see how those look, because if it's got that cool vintagey vibe, I think a lot of people would like that. So I think it's a good pickup for most people. Why was my hand like this? I don't know, but if you get it, just know that you're gonna be very slow, unless you're like a pro. If you're a pro, then you got this in the bag. But if you're like me, you have to light meter, and you have to focus, and then the focus is in the back now, not the front, because it's flipped in this camera, and you're trying to focus and get it right, and there's no assist. It's like full on. It's either really clear or not clear. And then if you focus infinity, it just all looks blurry anyway. So then you're just like, I don't know if this is going to come out good. And then it comes out okay. I think one of the pictures of the pavilion thing was in the viewfinder blurry, but the picture came out halfway decent. And it's something that I would be like, yes, that's a good picture. I took that picture. But yeah, that's the Olympus Pen F. And I'm going to continue shooting it because I think it's kind of fun. It slows me down, makes me think a little bit more. It might help me learn a little bit more about light, and like just imagine like walking around and just be like, oh man, I need to be at 5.6 at 250 right now. Bam, bam, boom, boom. Take the picture, done. Like, I think that's like a cool superpower to have. But anyway, I don't know what the next adventure is going to be, but I'm for sure going to keep using this one and my Minoltas. I did experiment with the 3200, the Ilford 3200, which I think is kind of like everybody needs to do it. And I had never done it, so I did it. They didn't come out halfway bad. I did I did overexpose because I had my camera at 800 and I was shooting at 800, and I didn't really know that the film was that sensitive. But that's for another video or another time or a TikTok or something. I don't know. But anyway, that's it. Thank you.